there, hope you're having a great day. Today is your video lesson. Let's see here, two things I want to talk about. I'll talk about those two things, and if you have questions at the end of this, feel free to have your mom or dad shoot me over a message, and I'm more than happy to answer. So let's get to it. So I'm going to go over two things today, like I said. One is a technique that we're going to need for stuff that's coming up, and then one is a review of Better Now by Post Malone. I don't think your parents sent me over a video of you playing it, so I'll just kind of go through, just kind of generally speaking, what might happen with this one, or things that sometimes we'll need work on. So let's get to it. What we're going to do first is we're going to do a technique called the aggressive strum. We don't need this for right now or for the next song or two, but we're going to probably use this in a few songs. So it's best for us to start getting the technique down. What an aggressive strum sounds like is this. Just like that. It's really just an aggressive hit on the strings, and you're trying just to fret one string, or trying to get one string to ring out. So I'll play that one more time. Right, we use them on power chords, and we're going to use them on movable major shapes. Actually, that might be a Coldplay song. And then eventually we'll get to bar chords. But this is how you start that process, though. You don't want to just jump into bar chords. You want to do this first. So this technique is going to have far-reaching implications as far as your guitar technique is concerned. So first thing we're going to do is you're going to take your pointer finger, okay? And you're going to find the 7th fret on your guitar, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And what we're going to do is we're going to get on the pad of the finger. So this part of your finger right here, I'm going to fret the 6th string just like this right here. So if you look, I'm putting that finger down. And if you notice the pad of my finger right here, this part of my finger is just touching the strings. I'm not pressing down at all. I'm pressing down on the 6th string, right, like this right here, and I'm just laying this finger so it's going to bump into all the other strings. It's not going to sound awesome right away, but I'm expecting that. So it's just to set the technique up. So I put that pad of the finger on the 7th fret, and the only string ringing out, ideally, so see, when I go through the strings, this one's ringing out here, and then the rest of the strings are deadened by the pad of my finger right here. What you want to do is you want to bring your hand up to the fretboard and just put that pad of the finger on the 6th string at the 7th fret. You press down, and all the other strings are being bumped by the first finger, the flesh of the first finger. So it's going to sound like this again. What you want to do is drop the hand. You bring the hand back up, you mute that string, or so you fret that string on the 6th fret. Give it a couple strums, drop the hand, bring it back up again, and see if you can get that same sound over and over again. The other trick on this one is the thumb. I think I might have mentioned this to you before, but you can kind of dial in where you want the thumb to be, based on how the first finger is going to lock in place. So notice that if my thumb is too high, I can't get my first finger straight. So I'll drop that thumb down a little bit, and you kind of find that magic spot where the first finger kind of starts straightening out a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight, but it has to be pretty straight. My thumb is between my first and my 2nd finger. So if I kind of poke over the top a little bit like this right here, to see my thumb, it's right between 1st and 2nd finger, and it's a little bit lower on the back of the neck. So on my guitar, it's right about here, so is where my thumb usually parks. So I strum that one more time. Drop the hand, bring it back up again. Drop the hand, bring it back up again. And you do that, maybe like 5 or 10 times, and then you're good for the day. You don't need to spend your whole life on this exercise, but it does need to be practiced though. So work on that for me. Second thing is Better Now by Post Malone. So we're going to take our capo here, and we're going to throw it on the 3rd fret. So we got that capo there. And with this one, the chord, there's only 4 chords for the whole song, but 2 of them are new to us. So it's good for us to know the names of these chords because they are going to pop up from here on out. So I got my A minor chord, right? Then we're going to do my D7. And I've written out that D7 chord for you here too. If you notice, when I switch from A minor to D7, I don't have to move my first finger at all. So I might practice just doing that back and forth a couple of times. Then I go to the G chord, and then I'll go to a chord called C major 7. It's a C chord without the first finger. So you take a C chord, pop that first finger off when you strum that. It gives this really nice, lush kind of sound. What I think of kind of like an ethereal or relaxing sound. So we have this. We have A minor to D7 to G to C major 7. So we get these really neat sounds without having to do these crazy stretch jazzy chords. So you get, like, like I said, a good sound, or you get a more interesting sound out of a shape that's not going to break your break your knuckles or anything like that. So the strum pattern of this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and down, 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 up, down, 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 up. If you notice on the strum pattern symbols that I wrote on there, there's an accent on the third beat. So that's 1, 2, 3, down, up, 1, 2, 3, down, up, 1, 2, 3, down, up, 1, 2, 3, down, up. 2 bars of that, 2, 3, 2 bars of the D7. Or when I do those light strums, I'm not trying to get through all the strings, and on the heavy accented strum, that's when I go through all 6 strings. So cool. So work on that for me. Work on the aggressive strum, and if all is good, then I'll see you same time next time. If you have questions, let me know, and if not, I'll see you next week. Take care.